Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Time channel. My name is Gil and here we are again to bring the updates on the market movements this week. So here we have the Bitcoin daily chart and we've been posting this technical and price action analysis on Twitter and Instagram. So consider go there and following us, okay? So here we have the Bitcoin price, and first things first, we have to consider this week we had a very important meeting, the Federal Reserve meeting, and the outcome was a 0.75% rise on the interest rates. Okay, so that basically caused this pump right here. All right. Maybe because people, investors, they were expecting, worse than 0.75. So then we had this pump right here. But however, I won't be bullish just now because we have to take into account different parameters, different things. Okay, so first we, have the interest rates going up and up. Also the inflation. And we've been like dealing with inflation of 40 years ago level, right? So and then we have a war in Ukraine and all that, so we have to take into account all those things, right? And then they said like we are not in a recession, so basically saying like we are in a recession kind of thing. So I won't be bullish, right? And if we look into this chart, and we can see that this envelope or this rectangle right here, so the price was moving sideways within this envelope, and we had as well this retest zone and the next support level and a pullback zone, right? So we were like expecting to see the price reaching this pullback zone, and that was back in 18th this month, right? Excuse me. So now what we have to look here is first we had the price back in 18th June, so last month, reaching this $17K, okay? So, and that, bring us to this retest zone because the price hasn't retested that level yet. Okay, and that's very likely to happen sometime, in the future. So, another thing is, as you can see here, this purple line, right? This is the EMA 8 weeks. It's a very important EMA, okay? It's 8 weeks. So, and now it's acting as resistance. And one thing is good is that the price just broke through here. So let me zoom in. So as you can see, the price here just broke through, and now is working above this EMA, right? So that's a good sign. However, we can see this candle here, okay? So this is basically a reversion, okay? So we can see that is very likely that the price is gonna bounce back, okay? So go back down. All right, so here we have one of these charts for today, and also we have to consider that it's very likely that this price is gonna go sometime and retest this zone here. Okay, could be it could be next week, could be next month, who knows? So we don't have crystal balls, okay? But what we can see is we have these tools to help us, to predict the most likely movement to happen. Okay, so if we lose this retest zone, then we have to consider the next support level, which is the 16 K region. Okay, so there's a white dotted line here. All right, that's the next support level. But for now, we have to pay attention on this part of the chart here. Okay, so the price is trying to, you know, to stay above this EMA, and that's a good sign. But as you can see, I'm just gonna move back in time a bit, and so you can see how this EMA works. So sometimes you have the price moving and breaking that EMA, and sometimes even moving above the EMA, but then you know, breaks down that 8 weeks again and keeps falling. Okay, so right now we are on a downtrend, so we have to take that into account as well. So this EMA is very good to, you know, as a strategy to, you know, to stay in the market, to stay out of the market. So that indicates, you know, very good time to go in or out. Okay, so as you can see here was, I think, was the all-time high. Yeah, 69K. So here, as you can see, once the price goes and break down this EMA, then if retest that, because we will retest, and doesn't break above, and then is a sign to get out of the market. Okay, just a quick overview of this strategy. Of course, you can use, you know, more indicators to help you, but if you want to simplify things, you could easily use these, so would save you a lot. Okay, so here we have an example where we were in an all-time high in 69K, and then the price goes down and start moving sideways on this 8 weeks EMA, and then goes down and basically retest here, but couldn't break through again. So that's the sign that we would see things going south. Okay, so you can set up this EMA and try yourself and back tests that if you want, but what I'm showing you here is that we have to respect this EMA. Okay, we have to respect that. It's a very important indicator. And moving on now, let's see the Nasdaq for a moment. So we have Nasdaq here, which basically relates, you know, to the crypto markets. So Nasdaq is moving in an uptrend right now. It's easy to see is higher highs and higher lows. So it's doing an uptrend thing. Okay, an uptrend movement. However, here we have a very strong resistance. So the Nasdaq has to go above this, and if we turn on this our EMA 8 weeks, we can see right here a good sign when we have this a pivot here. Okay, so the price goes up, breaks through the EMA 8 weeks, and reach the top here, and go back down to retest the EMA, and retest that, and go back, and if we close above this pivot region here, then it's a good sign. Okay, but don't be, you know, don't be fooled by this, only because again we have this strong resistance right here. And let's see here if we do, so this is the daily chart. So if we use the Fibonacci retracement, so we can see that the price is basically bouncing back and touch this 0.382 region. Okay, so this is one of the important regions of the Fibonacci. Okay, so the prices here could go even, okay, 0.618. okay, but right now for traditional markets we could expect something between 0.382 and 0.5. okay, we could expect the price going here. All right, and if you, let's clean this Fibonacci, and then if we consider like a bigger view now, and we take into account and using the same tool, so the Fibonacci retracement tool, we can use the COVID roughly here. Then we have our retracement. So as you can see, because right now a lot of stocks and crypto, they are going back down to the pre-COVID levels. All right, so if we consider all these movements as a one movement, so from the COVID up to here, all-time high, and then we have these this way down as our retracement, then we can see that the price was reached this 0.5 region, and we could expect to see going to the 0.618, but it hasn't. Okay, so let's keep the heads up on the traditional markets that impacts the crypto market as well. All right, so let's move on to, okay, here we have the Bitcoin monthly chart and some of oscillators. So I have different indicators here, and as you can see, guys, those are not good. So we had the stock RSI basically flat here, okay, and which is good, like to buy. It's one of the things that we consider, to find, or to at least to trying to spot a dip or a major bottom. And we have a video where I think we explain and we bring like 5 things that you should consider when you are looking to buy the dip. Okay, you could do dollar cost average as well, but we have a video. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. All right, but here we can see the RSI. So the RSI is moving up and it's going to the 50 region. So to be bullish, we have to be above the 50. Okay, here is it's kind of they call oversold region, right? But if you look at this the MACD is not good. So you see the MACD here, so it's not good at all. So then the OBV, the same thing. So all these indicators are showing that for the long term, long run, that's not good. Okay, if then moving on, let's see. So I showed you here as well. So here is another thing to consider. So what you're seeing here is the 4-hour chart. Okay, and this white line is the that zone here where the price hasn't retested yet. Okay, so and in this this figure here is the rising wedge pattern. So and every time that happens, we can expect the price to break down, okay, and keep falling. All right, so let's keep our eyes on that shape as well. So if just for instance, if we go back here, we can see we can draw the same thing here. We can draw the same thing here, okay, roughly, but it's a very good, this is a very good pattern to identify this next fall. So it's something like here, and you can try that out, and you'll see that helps a lot. Okay, so it's something here. Okay, so we have every time we have this pattern, we can expect to see the price going down. All right, and you have here and here, and you can go back in time and retest. So very likely, and you know, the price will go down. Okay, even we having this this pump here, but as you can see, we had here as well, and we are kind of at the same level. Okay, so I won't be bullish. All right, and last but not least, we have here the weekly chart, Bitcoin again, and we have to see Bitcoin recover above these two regions, especially this you know, this first white line here. Okay, so 26k region. All right, and doing this a pivot here, so this movement. Okay, let's see, so we have to, you know, to give the heads up, but to be you know, to see the Bitcoin price recovering, we should see, you know, the price moving above this 26k region. Okay, so basically that's everything. Let's see if I'm missing something. Yeah, and then if you want to go and check you know, some of the news, so as you can see, you know, we have, you know, some news, you know, 3 signs Bitcoin price is forming potential macro bottom. So again, we have a video, I'm gonna leave the link, and then we give you 5 and some, you know, giveaways as well, some tips there to spot these macro bottoms. Okay, but then you can go and check that out as well, and here, you know, the bullish rate hike. So because, you know, crypto spiked in face of the, you know, the bad news from the Fed meeting. Okay, so you can go and check it out, but again, those are news, and sometimes you know, it brings more noise than everything else. Okay, so let's keep our eyes on the charts, especially, you know, if you're not a trader. So let's keep our, you know, our eyes on the long time frames, so daily charts, especially weekly and monthly charts, for the long term. And I think that's everything for this week. And just remember that usually during the weekends, the market is movements are very, you know, low, so we can expect to see, you know, very, you know, low movements, very few movements during this weekend. Usually that how it works. Okay, and until there, keep focus and follow us. Give the like button, smash that button, ring the bell to get the latest from our channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Until there, be rich, don't do anything stupid in your accounts, and see you on the next video.